So this is the video I don't want to make. My daughter says I have to, so I'm here. So here it is. I don't have a funny intro for it. It's just true. So I am 48 years old, and I am that age where you get to do all those fun things like mammograms and colonoscopies, get your baseline, and make sure that you don't have cancer. With us moving, we had to change our primary care provider. And so often what happens with caregivers is everybody else is taken care of, and I don't have time to take care of myself in the process. And with that, I just got my primary care provider 3 years in. Everybody else has one, but not me. So with that, I get to do all the tests. It's so much fun. So I went for my first mammogram. I was a little bit anxious because my mom talked about how painful it was. I think that, again, it's proof that we have different pain tolerances. It wasn't so bad, but thankfully I had this glorious technician. She was so freaking sweet. When I told her it was my first and I was a little anxious, she sat there and she goes, "It's your first?" She goes, "Let me tell you everything you need to know." She goes, "First thing you need to know is that over 80% of women on their first mammogram get called back in. So don't think you have cancer. Just know you're in that big group." She goes, "Really what it is we're just making sure that nothing is missed and we're getting a really good baseline." She goes, "It's really normal." And I said, "Great." So when I got the phone call, didn't think anything of it. I took her at her word. And then when I found out it was on my left side, the reality is I had a surgery in 2019 that left scar tissue on the left side of my body. And I just assumed that what it was scar tissue on the left side of my body. I even told the technician that when I went in for my ultrasound. However, when the technician started doing my ultrasound, I was like, that is nowhere near my scar tissue, because I was watching it. I was like, crap. So she left to go get somebody to read it, and they came back with a doctor. And we've been through enough cancer in this house to know that these are never good signs. So I took a deep breath, and she goes, the doctor says, "How are you?" And I said, "I don't know. Tell me how good I am today." And she goes, "Well, we're at the place where we need to just go straight to a biopsy." And I was like, great. And then she was so dear. She explained what a biopsy was, because she didn't know me and she doesn't know what I know. And she was so dear. She explained the whole process and how they were going to do everything. She goes, "Do you have any questions?" And I was like, yeah, how long is this all going to take to get to the biopsy phase? Because insurance in America. Anyways, so she's like, pretty quick at this point. So they have given me something called a mammo navigator. And she's in charge of dealing between my doctor, the doctor's office where I'm having the biopsy. She's in charge of dealing with the insurance and making sure that everything matches up. And she's in charge of tracking down, getting all the signatures. So that's a blessing. So I walk out of there and know that they are on it. My mammo navigator has been in touch with me this week, and we are in the process, as well as my doctor's office, we are in the process of getting that signed into all the right places. And then I should be having my biopsy within a week, and we should know 3 to 5 days after the biopsy what the pathology is. So really within the next 2 weeks, I will know if I have cancer. So there you go. So that's why I didn't want to talk about it. So, because that doesn't really match what we do here. I mean, it does, but not with me. I'm the one who's in charge, and I'm the one who has way too much to do to get cancer, because I keep us all going. So this doesn't work. So we're praying for a benign tumor. And in our house, we don't like to call it benign. We like to call it B9, so that we can yell bingo and know that you don't have cancer. So we are praying for bingo or benign or B9. We laugh. That's what we do. We laugh to We laughed through my mom's cancer in 2009. It was so powerful. And I will laugh my way, if this is cancer, to my healing. So the first day I was silent. And if you know me, that's very, very rare, especially in a serious situation. I tend to try to be figuring it out. I was definitely in the shock phase, definitely in shock. And then the second day came the tears of, this really doesn't work. And then the third day came, and that was when the fight like hell came out. And just really understanding that I feel great. My blood looks great. And even if this turns out to be cancer, the reality is that I'm in a great place to fight, and I'm going to fight like hell. And this is not the thing that's going to take me out. I got too much to do. So, and then my daughter on the fourth day said I had to come out here and do this. So it's a little raw. It's a little raw. So here I am being completely transparent with this amazing group of people that you all amaze me, because this has only been going for, we've just started our 6th week today. And so you guys are subscribing, and it's beautiful. And if you've yet to subscribe, please subscribe, please like, please share, please comment. Let's create this amazing community that can support each other through caregiving, through life, through parenting, through cancer, if that's the road that this takes. Let's lift each other up, because that is the power. That is where the power in changing our world comes, in lifting each other up and carrying each other through the darkness and through the hard times. The reality is, as God sends his angels. Saturday's video was on the angels that were sent. He sends his angels to lift us up and to get us through it as he carries us. Now, let's be clear. I feel him, and I know he is with me. And I love him, and I trust him. With his stripes, I am healed, no matter what. So, that's enough of that. Please keep me in your prayers. Please share your stories. And I promise I will continue to share. But I'm so grateful for all of you and for the reception that you have been giving me. And I promise to continue to be completely transparent, and not just with my health, but with our journey. And my heart, my goal, my meditation of my heart is to be transparent and show you that you can get through whatever is being thrown at you. You can do it. God is with you. And you can be a servant and be happy and joy-filled. And you can have impact on the people directly in your life and in your community. And there's nothing greater than that. So thank you for coming and getting to the end of this. And my prayer is that you are filled today, and that you go out into that world and you overflow. And that with all of us doing that, that we can change the world. So go out, change the world.